boy found an oversized snakeskin. He picked it up from the ground and looked around in confusion. He couldn't find the owner of the snakeskin. Even though he grew up in the forest, he had never seen it before. He casually threw the snakeskin down and continued to walk towards the front, but the moment he stepped into the jungle, he was already being watched by a giant python in the shadows. The boy didn't even realize it and even stood on a branch to look into the distance. But the atmosphere around him suddenly became strange. Gradually, the boy sensed the approaching danger and began to become a bit frightened and uneasy. At this time, the largest python in the forest appeared in front of the boy. He spat out the snake's letters and the boy took half a step back. The 4 eyes of the boy felt a moment of dizziness, as if there is a magical power that attracts him to his life, and the python's eyeballs quietly emerged. It turned out that the boy was an orphan. His father was bitten to death by a tiger in the forest when he was a child, and a pleasant trip became a disaster. The tiger came to the door while they were resting, and his father fought him to the death with a torch, and when he fell, the torch burned one of the tiger's eyes, and that's how the boy had a chance to survive. He went out of the cave alone and met a black panther. The panther came straight to him, but the boy was not afraid and put his hand in his mouth. Fortunately, it was a kind-hearted panther. Eventually, he left the boy behind and became the boy's mentor in life. The panther places the boy in the care of the wolves, and it is clear that without the pack the boy would have become instant food in the forest, and would have died instantly under the care of the wolves. The boy grows up peacefully and learns the habits of the wolves, becoming a true wolf boy. But in the forest there is always a moment of weakness. The king of the wolves was worried about the boy being discovered and kept telling him not to show too much prominence. But who knew that the boy was holding a tortoise shell and filling it with water? Knowing that this operation directly separated him from the animals that were crawling to drink water, and for a while it attracted the attention of all the animals. The king of the wolves reminded the boy once again that the boy had to pour out the water. At this time the animals into a state of alert. It turned out to be the evil tiger also came to drink water. The wolf king rushed to let the little boy hide behind, but always hate human beings. The evil tiger keenly smelled the smell of human beings. Follow the smell. He found the little boy. He to the wolves advised the best to give the little boy out of the wolves back down, and said that he is still just a child. The tiger described the scars on his face as having been inflicted by the boy's father and declared in a fierce tone that it was impossible for humans and animals to live in harmony. Luckily, there is a truce now, and the rules of the forest must not be broken. The tiger did not make a move, but said that when the dry season was over, he would not spare the boy or the wolves. The wolves begin a meeting to face the threat of the tiger. They have different views, and the hero of the incident stands up at this time to stop the quarrel. He said he will leave the pack immediately. Panther, as the boy's mentor, weighs the pros and cons of returning to the human village, so he travels with the boy to keep him safe. Along the way they meet the creators of the forest, a herd of elephants, who pass them by. One man and one panther kneeling down and bowing to them, for they are gods in the forest, and all animals bow down when they see them. The boy looks up and meets the baby elephant of the herd in the middle of the road. Continuing on their journey, they came to a grassy plain, but the panther suddenly stopped and made the boy get down immediately.